is an amazing story of survival. A woman is kidnapped, abducted in the community of Carrollton, brought here to Atlanta and sexually assaulted, but she survives. 11 Alive's Caitlin Ross, you actually spoke with her, and she was found right here at this apartment complex.
And Ron, she says the blue lights of those police cars were the sweetest sight she had ever seen. Until police showed up, she didn't know if she was going to make it.
I went there and got my tea and got a couple other things while I was there, checked out as usual, and I walked out. I felt something poking me. He was standing right there, and he told me to get in. So, he already had the knife pressed into my abdomen, so I mean, all he had to do was push. In the back of my head, I was hoping for the best, hoping maybe he really did just need to get to Atlanta and I could drop him off and leave. But obviously, that's not how that went. He went up the hill to the church and backed into the last parking spot in the back corner and told me to take my clothes off. After he parked and turned my car off, I was pretty sure I was gonna die. That's where he assaulted me, inside the car. And he told me that it would really just be easier to get rid of my body because he was already doing so much wrong. I was mad. When he first got me, I was angry. I was mad that I was in the situation. When he told me that there was no purpose of crying, I mean, at that time, it hit me hard because crying wasn't gonna help anything. It wasn't gonna get me out of the situation I was in, and it wasn't beneficial, so I had to do something opposite and keep my head on straight and think logically. I told him, I can't take you where you need to be unless I have my phone. And just watching him on the way to Atlanta, I noticed that he never took his eyes off the road. I turned my brightness down, and then I immediately sent my boyfriend to mirror my location and told him I was kidnapped, and still managed to have the GPS running. My roommate texted me that help was on the way, so I kind of assumed that they were maybe coming from Carrollton, so all I had to do was last an hour. He asked me why I was being so nice, and I honestly just told him, I'm just trying to get back to school. I'm trying to get you where you need to be so I can go back where I need to be. Once he saw the cops, I could kind of feel his nervousness. He was in complete panic mode. They were running down the hill, and I was running up the hill towards them.
What were you saying?
I was crying. I probably could have done things differently, but I made it. So at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. I pray to God I never encounter anything like that again. But I mean, I made it. At the end of the day, it feels good to be alive.
Caitlin, that was absolutely an amazing story. Anything we can learn from this?
Well, Ron, actually, she thinks security should be tighter at these 24-hour chain stores. Her lawyer's actually filing a lawsuit saying there should have been a security guard stationed outside that could have walked her to her car.
Okay, Caitlin, thanks a lot.